All right. When you are a kid, you have that mindset. But when you grow up and you're an adult, you realize that societies have unique problems, especially when they're growing. That due to climate change, we have unique problems, and that pandemics, stuff like that. Everybody can't just do what they want to do. That's a juvenile concept. We're not children. We're adults. I want to be a responsible person. I want people to see me as responsible. I want people to respect me, and I want people to trust me. And I want people to feel like uh, I'm a person that can be trusted. To do that, you've got to carry yourself a certain kind of way. And running around here, without a mask in a pandemic, coughing in people's faces and stuff, these are not responsible things. These are not things adults do. I can't, I won't sit here and feel bad for somebody who has made mockery of illness from the very beginning and did nothing about it for 3 months. And I feel like that's the problem with the left because they don't feel bad for us. You had a minister that came out and openly said he was praying for RBG to die. That happened, and no one said anything about it. So if you can sit here and pray for a Supreme Court justice's death, why is it wrong for me to sit here and say I don't feel bad for a man who's sick with a pandemic, with an illness that he did nothing about for 3 months? For a man that then came out and called Democrat hoax, saying Democrats want to destroy the country and destroy the economy, when a lot of these people in government have businesses of their own. Why would they want to ruin the economy where they lose all their money? Makes no fucking sense. That makes no sense. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. Um, you had a person that done that. You had a person that put opposition information about Dr. Fauci, mocking him about masks, stuff like that, making fun. You have a president that openly came out and said, slow down the testing because it's making him look bad. He openly said this. Openly. You have a president that ran around the country taking gowns and masks from local municipalities, police department, fire departments. Then they auctioned it, and a lot of that shit went back out of the country. So if you want me to feel bad for someone who conducted some bullshit like this, you're surely mistaken. I ain't the one. Hope he gets what he deserves. My I can't understand someone that feels bad for him. Once again, Republicans are not playing by the rules. They've made that very clear from day one. They're not playing by the rules. So why would we, the left, play by the rules as well? See, that's weakness. If you're going to sit here and play by rules that a man has broken multiple times and joked about it, why would you this idiot told a book author, told him that back in March that he knew the pandemic was serious. Told him this. And was talking about the seriousness of it and everything. And then it comes out and his supporters don't even lose no confidence. The supporters are like, oh, they got something else. See, when I seen that, I realized this is Nazi type stuff. That you've got, see, I've said it before. I believe they could get video of Trump snorting powder in the Oval Office. And they would actually make some type of explanation for that. I really do. They could have video of Donald Trump violating a young child. And his base would find some way to defend. I really do. And I said that before the Bernstein tapes came out. Seeing these tapes come out, seeing the lack of interest about it, almost kind of bothers me a little bit. It does. It almost bothers me a little bit. Because you want to believe people are smarter than that. It's almost like as the forces of capitalism cheat us at every corner. We're not going to do stimulus until we get protections for businesses, corporations. We're going to do this money out to our businesses and put our money out here to Harvard and Ruth Chris and stuff like that. We're gonna do all that, and we're gonna give you 1,000 or something, maybe every 2 or 3 months. And you've got a group of people, you've got a population out here that is willing to be abused. They're willing to sit here and watch corporations be bailed out and be given money to not lay folks. Do you know why let's talk about it. Do you know why Americans laying folks off right now? You know why these airlines laying people off? They made a promise they wouldn't lay folks off until October the 1st. What's today? What's today? What is today, guys? October the 3rd, ain't it? So it just shows you that the capitalism, they have no loyalty to their employees. This bullshit about America and the war, this is all bullshit. These are multinational corporations. They do what they want. They get away with what they want. That's the way it is. And it's just that a lot of people don't know about this stuff, don't care about it, but they're having to get a crash course in capitalism. They don't care about you. They never did. It's tragic that the American people are a willing participant in many cases. I'm talking about the South. What I see in the South, where I live, they're a willing participant in a system that is taking advantage of them. They're a willing participant in a system that at every corner is taking advantage of them. I mean, I think Trump's whole idea before he got sick was to pretend like we're gonna go back to normal. I mean, it bothers me that this is the way the American empire ends, because the stuff that Trump is doing and saying is not sustainable. Like you are talking about possibly millions catching this. If you try this herd immunity shit, millions of people will have the disease. No doubt. No doubt about it. Everybody's talking about 2021, maybe the end of it, the fall to have a vaccine. I don't think it'll be ready then. And then we know, I think like 7 or 8 businesses have already said that they're not going to put the vaccine out until it's safe. And then, we know that what Trump is going to do, he's going to push it. And then he's going to say, well, I tried, but the deep state wouldn't let me put it out there. Because his whole idea, and even if he puts it, if he could do that, and he puts a vaccine out there without proper testing, what if it makes me go blind? What if it makes me have like Guillain-Barré syndrome? What if it makes me have brain damage? What you know what I mean? Like, my life matters. And we should not be out here but you know what it is though? Like a gentleman said on RT, that the protests about the pandemic, the folks running around with guns, people not wearing masks, it shows you America's not a robust country. Because if you can't shut down and wear a mask for a couple of weeks, if you can't do that, that's bad, man. Like that's not America. That's saying that we don't care about the people that have to work in the big factories. We don't care about the people who have to work in place where you can't socially distance. We don't care. We have no connection to those classes. So we don't care about those classes. We just want to go to the mall and get haircuts and stuff. That's a problem. I mean, that's a real that's the end of the empire. This militarism, attacking the media, nobody's right but me. You can't trust somebody but me. Only I know the secrets. Dumbing stuff down, attacking the arts, attacking everything to do with the environment. I mean, I I guess I thought America was further along than this. I thought that I I'm gonna end it here. I guess I just thought with climate change that someday there'd be some new evidence, or I would read something that I blow somebody's mind. Oh, I didn't know that. Like me, I don't know something. I just realized that with Trump, we're living in an era of climate change. We're living in an era of pandemics. It's here. We're living with it now. We're dealing with it now. And we're living amongst people who refuse to acknowledge basic, agreed on facts. They refuse to. They refuse to acknowledge these things. And this is the future. Viruses don't exist. Pandemics don't exist. What did the guy in Texas say? That granddaddy got to die for the economy. Well, Greg Abbott said that, but he isn't going to be working out there in some factory somewhere. Hey, Trump's son ain't gone back to school. So this is, like I said, this is a society that has accepted being used as a guinea pig. This is a society that has accepted a system that does not care about them. This society that has accepted that when a crisis happens, the billionaires get funded out and you get the crumbs from the table. It's a society that has accepted being taken advantage of in many cases. And that's what's not on this race stuff. I don't get into this race stuff, man. We as a international working proletariat have to acknowledge what capital has done to us and what it is doing now in the face of a worldwide pandemic. What happens if this thing mutates? No one's even talking about that because we can't. We're not even dealing with the current thing now. What if the thing mutates? What do we do then? America has been quarantined from the rest of the world. And that's something else that I follow a lot of European stuff, and it's amazing to me that I don't think most Americans even know that. Yeah, you're a nationalist all alone, and the rest of the world has left you. I said the same thing when Trump got in office about the coal stuff, that the rest of the world is moving past it. Trump talked about all this coal bullshit. Dude, Germany's going to be done using coal, like, I think in the next 5 years. They're closing all their coal plants, dude. Do you know what this means? The British have met their climate goals. The Chinese are meeting their climate goals. Like, dude, they're leaving America behind. And all Trump can talk about is putting somebody on the moon or putting somebody on Mars or something. The fuck are you talking about? How does that benefit my life? How does that benefit the working class? When I see that, SpaceX and all that, my thought is this is the rich leaving us behind. This is the rich showing us how they're gonna do it. It'd be like if a bank robber went to the police station and had like a table, laid out the guns you're gonna use in the bank robbery. Lays out, he has somebody drive up there with the getaway car, where you can see license plate. They go out there with no masks on. They put their guns on the table. They put their IDs on the table. They tell you what the bank they're gonna do. They don't tell you when. They tell you we're gonna do a bank probably up. Like, this is basically what the rich are doing. They're showing you we're going somewhere to avoid what's coming. That movie Passengers was a really good film. Showing you the proletariat. Or aboard a spaceship, you have people that would be needed at work. You need people who are at the very bottom. I don't believe I'm gonna say this right. To me, what Trump is, he's about getting people into the corrupt capitalist system. What I mean by that is you've had Republicans in the past who were like, we're not racist. You had compassionate conservatism, the first George Bush. You had people who are like, we're not going to be racist. We're not going to play games with this. We want something better. That's not what Trump is. That's not what this is. That's not this. This policy is saying, what did he say? When he first ran 16, he said, everybody on this stage I put money into. This is about legitimizing white supremacy. This is about legitimizing political violence. This is about legitimizing mocking environmental causes. This is about we're watching climate change get worse as they deny more and more. This is about basically denying science, denying reality. And so it's like, basically America about to take a dark turn, is what I'm saying. We're about to take a really dark turn. You really are. I don't know any moderates. I don't know anybody that's moderate. If you're a moderate, it's going to take a dark turn. It has to. It just, you have. If you're watching foreign media, you know this is craziness, complete crazy. And I wouldn't be surprised right now if there's some climate change science that Trump is trying to hide some kind of way. I wouldn't be surprised. That's what he does. That's what he does. So, this is all the idea of, hey, rednecks, I'm letting you guys in on the little secrets. I'm letting you guys in on the club. Whereas for me, I want to create a more robust system. I want to create, say, job programs and things like this. No, Trump's like, we're going to just, we're letting you guys in a secret club, basically. I just think Trump got what he deserved. And anybody around him at this point gets what he deserved. Because he didn't start talking like this yesterday or the day before that. He's been like this for years. And you lay down with dogs, you get fleas, man. Jesus. I don't know what to say. Peace.